Great. Well, it's my pleasure now to move us on. We're going to talk about speaking NFTs, how creators use NFTs to have better conversations. So please welcome to the stage a partner at Xange, Luc Jodet.
Hi, very nice to be back at NFT.NYC and in front of a full room, which is always very nice to be reminded that people still care about NFTs even in a bear market. So today I'll do my usual shtick, which is this idea of speaking NFT, how creators and brands in particular use NFTs to have better conversations with their customers. Before I start, I'll try to answer a question that normally takes a lifetime to answer, but I'll try to do that in 30 seconds. Who am I? Back in 2017, with a few friends, we started a company called Arianee with the idea of using NFTs for luxury brands. At the time, it seemed a bit crazy. Nowadays, it seems obvious. But since then, we've worked with plenty of brands, including Panerai, Yves Saint Laurent, Lacoste, Moncler, IWC, and Breitling. Last year, I stepped back from the operational side of Arianee and focused on my investment activities, which is actually trying to continue what I was doing at Arianee, which was trying to actually use NFTs and those technologies of crypto that we love, but for a public that doesn't actually know how to use MetaMask and all those different tools. So really the idea of what we're doing at Xange is trying to solve problems across the chasm of Web 2 and Web 3. All right, so before we start, the way we see NFTs at Arianee and at Xange is that we really see three main types of NFTs. The collectibles, all the way on the right, are usually what people think of when we talk about NFTs. We see that most of the customers, most of the brands that work with Arianee actually do not care too much about collectibles. We have a few brands who actually did some drops, but it's not the core of what they do. The core thing, the first real thing that we actually started working with brands back in 2018 was really this idea of a digital twin for a physical product. So it was really a companion to the physical product. We also now have expanded to loyalty programs, which are really like NFTs for loyalty. So today what I'll do is I'll actually go through the history of one of the first brands we worked with, which was Breitling. The story started in 2019, where we actually started working on a digital twin for the first drop on a small collection of the Top Time Limited. So really what this NFT is a digital passport that has all the different information about your product that proves authenticity, at least that proves that you own a real product, and it was integrated with the entire e-warranty system, which will be important in the future. Of course, one of the main value proposition for those at the time, remember 2019, 2020, still no NFT hype. The big thing was traceability, kind of a 2017 pitch, but it was really this idea of how do you see the history of a product and what it went through. And it really added value for their customers. But Breitling didn't stop there. They actually first started deploying on their entire collection. So now every single Breitling watch comes with a digital passport, an NFT-based digital passport. And they, as I said, they include the e-warranty system in it. And they also enabled you to log in to your e-warranty system only with your NFT. The entire idea of this is today, if you need to connect to your e-warranty system, you actually need to give email, password, and a bunch of personal information. But the only real thing that Breitling really cares about is that you really own one of their products. And so by just connecting your wallet and signing with your wallet and proving that you actually own a Breitling watch through an NFT, you can connect in a completely pseudonymous or anonymous way. It's something very important to them, and they actually call it like anonymous clienteling, and it's at the core of luxury. Luxury historically has always been kind of a discreet or private kind of experience. But when we go online, we start collecting a bunch of data and honestly know why. And they wanted to bring this back to the online experience, being able to be somewhat anonymous or to have like discretion when you're interacting with the brand. So where is Breitling now going towards? The next thing that they actually want to launch is this idea of an NFT-based trading platform. The idea is they do a secondary market where you can actually just connect your wallet, with your watch in it, and you get an instant quote from Breitling that is recorded in the NFT and can actually be used in the future as a mark of a historical price. But beyond that, the big thing that they're launching now, and they will be launching, is the Breitling Club. Watch collectors are actually the first really big clubs that love to actually interact with each other, whether in real life or online. Breitling actually already has a club that they do not manage at all, that is managed by the community on Facebook. And here the idea is to enable the creation of a still self-organized communities, but where you can actually prove easily that you are a true owner of a watch. Most of those clubs in the watch industry actually do not have the problem of people not signing up. They have the problem of too many people signing up because they cannot actually make sure that they actually really own a watch or not. One thing that will be implemented in there is this idea of NFT-based loyalty as well. And that's where we start actually having this secondary NFT that you actually collect little by little. So that's it for Breitling. If I want to leave you with just one last message on all this, it's just one data point. So most of the brands we work with actually do not ascribe any value to the NFT itself, meaning no price. They really see it as a companion to the product to really further the experience. And so the question is, how much is that furthering of the experience that the NFT actually enables is worth? I have one data point that I found that was really interesting. So you're probably familiar with Adidas drop into the metaverse. When this was sold, the big idea was you would get merch. And that was the main value actually that this NFT was supposed to bring. We were told there were several phases. We didn't really know what was coming afterward. At some point, there was a 2-week period where you could claim your merch, burn your NFT, and get another NFT that did not really promise anything except furthering the experience. You didn't really know what would come after that. And so for a period of 2 weeks, you actually were getting the physical product, and the only thing you were getting with the NFT was just a promise that something more was going to happen with Adidas. And so what I found fascinating is that during that 2-week period where you could redeem and have both the phase 1 and phase 2, there was only a 7% drop between phase 1 and phase 2. So people actually valued the continuation of the experience as 93% of the entire experience when you bought this NFT from Adidas. The physical product was only actually less than 10% of the actual value. And I think that's really how, and we should see NFTs is really as a way to further the experience, to not just finish at selling a physical product and then we're done, but much more at how we actually create circular interactions with our customers, and actually how do we really build conversations over the long term. Thank you very much.